we just found this among Meredith Reed's personal effects. It's a dedicated keycard United Nations issued.
To who?
President Hassan and his family. It accesses their private residence.
You got it. I want to know when you got it.
Omar gave it to me.
I gave Miss Reed this keycard for reasons I'm sure are clear to you.
Sir, are you confirming a romantic involvement with Meredith Reed?
I trust your complete discretion in this matter.
We have a problem. My brother confessed to the affair. I don't know if the frame's going to hold.
There is no reason to diverge from the plan.
How much longer?
Your brother will be dead before the hour is out.
What are you doing in here? I thought I told you to leave me alone.
CTU, Senior Data Analyst. Oh, sounds like an important job.
Damn it, what do you want from me?
Place to crash for starters.
You can stay the night. I want you out tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're evacuating immediately due to a possible bomb threat.
Madam President, you and Secretary Kane need to move now. President Hassan, you'll follow me.
Yes.
He's in the third car. The motor is coming up the ramps now.
Officer, this is going down now. You can either stand here and do nothing, or you can help me stop it.
Oh, you need to stop Hassan's car now. The assassin is part of the evacuation detail. There is no bomb in the UN.
It's too late. Hassan's car just exited the tunnel.
Oh, you need to stop that car. Hassan's a dead man.
The following takes place between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m.
It's a damn disaster, Brian. What do you mean you don't know what happened?
How is Hassan? Is he all right?
We don't know yet, Madam President. It appears the bomb threat at the UN was a hoax designed to get him out of the building.
It appears?
IED was planted on Hassan's evacuation route.
And you drove him right into it.
One of our agents detected the ambush and tried to head him off just as the bomb exploded.
You better pray he got there in time.
Security there now! Stand down! I'm with CTU. Sir, we need to move you to another vehicle now. Sir, you do not want to stay here. Get her in. Go, go, go. Go, go! Yeah.
Thank God you're okay.
I got lucky. Look, Hassan escaped the blast. He's fine. He's heading towards CTU. Eastbound on 48th Street in a black SUV.
Got him. Mr. Hastings, here. Hassan, he's safe.
Data, the assassin was posing as a part of the security team.
I know, we got the info from Chloe. The police are putting up a 3-block cordon now. Cole, are you there?
I've got the suspect, dressed as a cop, entering a white low-rise north of the UN, pulling it up in pursuit.
Chloe, I need to set a priority ATV.
Go, go!
I've got a lead on the assassin. 4722 East 47th Street. I'm gonna need my weapon.
Your back's right behind my seat.
47th Street, that's just above the UN. You're gonna need to turn now. Now, now!
UN4, come in. UN4, this is CTU2. Come in, please.
I'm sorry, I can't reach him.
Try again. That's my husband in that car up there.
Not answering.
I abducted him.
Man, please, need to remain in the car.
Stay calm. Try to remember.
Where are you?
Yes, we're safe. Dahlia, Kayla, and myself. I need to know about my brother.
He's alive.
He survived.
He's alive. God is with us. But then tell me what happened.
A car in the motorcade swerved in front of him. They're locking down the entire area.
What would you suggest we do?
It's over. Get out now. It can't be long before they realize it's you.
Farhad.
Sir, you need to stay in the car. Sir, I need you to get back in the car.
Get on your knees. Slide your weapon back to me. Slowly. Slow. Now, you're going to walk me out of here. Call in. Say the southwest corner is clear. Tell them to move the search team to the northeast. Do it. You want to leave? Make the call.
This is Cole Ortiz. In the southwest corner of the building. I'm in pursuit of the assassin. He's with me now.
You okay? You okay?
Yeah. President Brian Hastings was spoke on the phone. We're glad you're here. Please follow me.
Has my family here?
No, sir. We'll try and get you all together shortly.
Are they all right?
Your wife and daughter are fine.
And my brother? Was he hurt?
No, sir. Mr. President, it appears your brother was involved with the attack.
My brother?
Yes, sir.
That can't be right. Bring him to me. I need to talk to him.
Unfortunately, we don't know where he is at the moment.
Then how can you be sure it was him?
Mr. President, after the explosion, he killed one of my men to facilitate his own escape. There were witnesses, including your wife and daughter. He's the insider we've been looking for. There's no doubt.
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry for interrupting. You asked for any updates about the assassin?
And?
He's dead. Jack just called it in. He uplinked some video footage that you need to see.
I'll be there in a minute.
Don't let me keep you from your job.
Okay, thank you, sir.
No, thank you. I owe you my life.
Conference room.
Mr. Hastings, Meredith Reed, the woman you brought here for questioning. Where is she?
Still here. It looks like she'll be cleared of any wrongdoing.
I'd like to talk to her.
I'll arrange it.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
I saw that.
What?
The way you looked at me when he thanked me for saving his life. You think he should have been thanking you?
I was actually thinking he should thank Jack, then Cole, and maybe me.
I underestimated you, Chloe. You saw what was really going on. I did not. It was a major save. My report will state that. Chloe said you have some video to show me?
Yes, sir. Take a look. These are images uplinked by Jack Bauer from the bomb site. The assassin who was targeting Hassan.
We have an ID?
Not yet. but I believe we do have a workable lead. These are tattoos off the two men who attempted to take out our informant this afternoon.
Same as the assassin.
We believe they indicate membership in a particular Russian crime syndicate.
What does a Russian gang have against the leader of the Islamic Republic?
I don't know. Could just be hired muscle. But when the photos arrived, I ran them by the FBI. Turns out they had an agent undercover working with the Russian mob here several years ago. A woman.
Contact her.
Already done. I have a helicopter bringing her in now. Chloe, I think you worked with her? Renee Walker.
Says here she's no longer with the FBI.
It's true. She resigned over an internal dispute.
Meaning she was fired and her record's been sealed. What are we getting into here?
So we are only using her to brief us. These Russian groups are secretive to the point of paranoia. She's the only one who ever got close.
President Omar Hassan was not harmed in the attack and has since been taken to its secure location. Confirmed fatalities now stand at 3, including a police officer.
Yes?
Why is my brother still alive?
You're upset, Farhat. Justifiably.
Your man failed.
Once you have the materials in your possession, your brother, his peace conference, none of that matters. Isn't that what you told me? All you have to do is stay calm and stick to your plan. Or should I be looking for another buyer?
I'll be there soon.
Good. We'll have a nice meal waiting. And we'll talk.
I've been informed that the bomb threat was a hoax.
That's confirmed, Madam President. We swept the negotiating chamber with sniffer dogs and ground-penetrating radar. I can assure you, it's safe.
I'm glad to hear it.
Hassan is standing by at CTU.
How is he, Rob?
Well, he narrowly escaped being blown to pieces by his own brother, so not too well. But your call to him can't just be all sympathy and concern. We need to know where he stands vis-a-vis the talks.
It's hardly the time.
No, it's exactly the time. The signing is scheduled for tomorrow. Dozens of world leaders are already en route to New York. We need to know if we still have a peace process.
Put him on.
Sir, I have President Taylor for you.
Madam President.
I cannot begin to say how relieved I am that you survived this terrible attack, Omar.
Thank you.
I'm mortified that this outrage happened on U.S. soil.
I'm the one who should be embarrassed. My brother Farad did this. He betrayed me, and worse, he put you in harm's way. I should have realized what he's up to.
We can only be betrayed by the people we trust. He fooled all of us.
Sir, this is Rob Weiss. You heard Farad escaped. Can I ask you what you think his agenda might be, aside from targeting you? What I mean, sir, is, does he have a plan?
Yes, he has a plan. Regime change. Isn't that what you Americans call it?
Mr. President, we're doing everything we can to apprehend Farad, but while he's at large, I'd understand it if you wished not to continue the talks. However, I hope that I can persuade you to reconvene. We have come so far together, and to let this moment slip
would be to hand Farad victory. I will not give him this satisfaction. If you're ready to continue with his talks, so am I.
I am delighted to hear it.
If you could persuade Mr. Hastings here to release me.
I will coordinate with CTU so that you can return to the UN as soon as possible. I know that you want to be with your wife and daughter.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam President. You want your office back, Mr. Hastings?
It's fine, sir. Can I ask what you and President Taylor agreed?
That I should return to UN as soon as possible.
We'll make the arrangements.
Before I leave, I would like to thank the young man who saved my life.
That would be Agent Ortiz. He's returning to CTU right now.
You really should go to medical.
As soon as I hand the body over to forensics, what are you going to do?
Finish my debrief, try and catch that last flight to Los Angeles.
Thanks, Jack. It's been an honor.
Take care of yourself, okay? Hey.
I'm glad you're okay.
Thanks, me too.
We ID'd the assassin using your video footage. We think he was working for one of the Russian crime syndicates here.
Any idea which one?
Not yet, but we're bringing in someone to brief us.
Good.
Jack, it's Renee.
What? Why?
6 years ago, she worked undercover with the Russian mob. FBI says she's still one of the best experts they have. Have you spoken to her?
No. I tried phoning her a few times. She never returned my calls. She made it clear she didn't want to speak to me, so I let her go.
I heard she had a rough time.
Yeah.
Like a really rough time. Some sort of a breakdown. She should be landing any minute.
Look, she didn't want to talk to me then. She's not going to want to talk to me now, and I want to respect that. So please, don't tell her I'm here, okay?
You sure?
Yeah. I'll be waiting for you up in your brief one.
We'll get you a full set of photos as soon as possible.
Yes. Agent Ortiz, Mr. President, I want to thank you for saving my life.
You're welcome, sir. But it wasn't just me. If it weren't for Jack Bauer and Chloe O'Brien, I wouldn't have been in place to make the save.
Well, I'll thank them too, but you risked your life for me. You put yourself between me and the bomb. My family and I are in your debt. What's that?
It's a hazardous materials alert.
Hazardous materials?
He's right here, sir. Dr. Hendricks. What's going on?
The body triggered a hazmat alarm. We're reading radioactive contaminants.
What sort of contaminants?
Rad count's low, so it could be uranium. It's just trace elements. There's no danger. U-235. It's highly enriched uranium.
You mean it's weapons grade?
Yes.
How the hell did he come into contact with that?
I don't know, but he had to have been exposed to it recently.
I think I know the answer.
What is it, sir? So we're talking about nuclear materials. If you know something, you need to tell us.
I need to talk to Mr. Hastings right now.
Didn't know you were back at CTU?
Yeah, Morris lost his job a year ago. I asked to be reinstated, and this is where they assigned me. So what about you? I heard you've been working for a security firm?
I was. Didn't work out.
So it's confirmed and you're certain? Thanks. Forensics. They confirmed the composition of the radioactive material. It's U-235, 94.7% pure weapons-grade uranium. If you have an explanation, sir, I'm eager to hear it.
Before we started this peace initiative, my country was close to developing a nuclear weapon.
Yes, our intelligence was aware of that.
You may also be aware that we could not enrich enough fissile material to arm it. Soon after, our countries began to negotiate the peace process. My brother came up to me and said that someone had approached him with weapons-grade uranium.
Who?
Someone who had access to decommissioned Soviet stockpiles.
You think it was the same Russians who were trying to kill you today?
Yes, I do. I told my brother to stay away from them, but obviously he had other plans.
Mr. President, the nuclear material that you were offered, you have any idea where it is?
That man was contaminated recently. Doesn't that mean the materials are here in the U.S.? Farad always used to tell me that our country will always be at the mercy of the West unless we become a nuclear power. We must find the Russians before they can get the uranium to my brother.
We'll do what we have to do, sir.
I'll notify my security forces to cooperate fully.
Patty, get me the file on Renee Walker's undercover operation.
SARS and these men were part of the criminal elite, War Visa Cognac. This one spent time in a Siberian prison camp, IK-10. The number of spires means length of sentence.
3 years?
3 life terms. Must have escaped. Now these, Brook and Cross, here, here, and here, same on all three.
So what does it mean? Brian Hastings, director of CTU. I appreciate that you came in. So what does it mean?
It means you can break our arms, you can break every bone in our body, we'll never talk. It's supposed to be the symbol for a group called Red Square.
Supposed to be.
We tried to find them and never got close. A lot of rumors. They're ex-military, special forces, intelligence, whatever. I'm not sure they actually exist.
They exist, Miss Walker. And we need to find them.
Why?
You're aware of the attack in Midtown today?
You mean the smoking crater by the UN? Yeah, it was hard to miss.
Well, we believe it's just the beginning, and that the group responsible is in possession of unsecured nuclear materials. Now, Dana asked you here today to brief on background, but I have a much bigger ask. You were undercover for nearly 2 years with a Russian mob. Your cover is still intact.
What are you saying exactly? Are you asking me to go back in?
Dana, Chloe, would you give us a moment, please? I wouldn't be asking if it weren't important, but yes, I want you to go back in.
And this doesn't seem in the least bit, I don't know, ironic to you?
I know that you left the FBI under difficult circumstances.
Difficult doesn't even begin to describe it.
I can get you your badge back.
I laid down my badge, Mr. Hastings. I took it from my pocket and I laid it down. So why would you possibly think that I want it back?
Well, what do you want?
What do I want? Nothing. You have weapons-grade uranium in the hands of the Russian OC. I can do something about that, so I'll go back in. But not for a badge.
Thank you. We brief in 10 minutes.
Hey. Just want to say goodbye.
You're off, finally.
Yeah. Have a nice debriefing go.
It was going fine until Hastings kicked me out.
Why'd he kick you out?
Just started to get really uncomfortable.
Was that our undercover file?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get up to speed. They found traces of uranium on the assassin. Hastings says there's nuclear materials in play.
Yeah, I heard. What's that got to do with Renee?
He asked her to go back under with the Russians. What is it?
Hey.
Jack? Chloe didn't tell me you were here.
I asked her not to. I didn't think you'd want to see me.
Right. You tried to get in touch and I didn't call back. Sorry. So happy to hear that you were okay, though.
Thank you.
I'm surprised that you're back at CTU.
I'm actually not. I'm moving back to Los Angeles with my daughter. I'm supposed to be on a plane with her right now.
What are you doing here?
Home informant knocked on my door. Everything went downhill from there.
The attack in Midtown. That's why I'm here, too.
I heard Hastings wants you to go undercover with the Russians again.
He does. I've agreed.
You really think that's a good idea?
They need me.
I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about you. I know what you did.
Really? Jack, what did I do?
You almost killed Wilson during your interrogation. In fact, it was so bad the FBI had to let you go, even after everything you did that day. Renee, I know where you are, and it's a dark place.
Yeah, and I've come back.
It takes longer than you think.
I wouldn't have signed up for this if I wasn't ready.
I don't think you are. It is so important. You need to let them take care of it. They will.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, really. You said you were going to Los Angeles to be with your daughter, right?
Please don't do this.
Go to California, Jack. I have a briefing.
You will receive an official apology for your detention here, but in the meantime, I hope you can accept my sincere personal regrets. I'm sure you understand that given the threat to President Hassan, we were under extreme pressure.
Oh, would have thought that came with the job, along with the ability to handle it. Goodbye, Mr. Hastings.
Miss Reed.
Thank God you're all right.
I was lucky.
I heard it was Farad who tried to have you killed. I can't believe he would betray you.
He betrayed both of us, Meredith.
And then I betrayed you.
What are you talking about?
I told them about us. I was scared. I panicked. I hope you can forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive.
But you stood by me. You didn't deny me, even though you had a million reasons to. Before that moment, I never really knew what you felt for me.
You should have. Didn't I make it clear?
What is it?
I nearly died today. And I saw how fragile it all is. Not only my life, but everything I've ever worked for. Any good I might be able to do. I just can't jeopardize that.
I understand.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Meredith.
Six years ago, I was undercover with these men. They were running an arms trafficking ring. We broke up the ring and arrested everyone except for the man in charge, Vladimir Leitanin. He's our target. It was through him I first heard about the group Red Square. If anyone can connect us to them, it's him.
Everything I've read about Leitanin says he disappeared without a trace. How are you going to find him?
Through this guy. Ziad Dakulov. He's out on parole. He'll take us to Vladimir.
The FBI offered Zia full immunity if he gave up Vladimir. He turned it down and kept his mouth shut and did his time.
I'm not FBI. I'm a former felon, remember? I'll be offering Zia the deal of a lifetime. Trust me, he'll take it. Once I've made contact with Vladimir, I'll tell him that I've heard whispers of nuclear materials on the market. I'll say I have a buyer for them.
Who's that going to be, Agent Ortiz? You up for this?
Yes, sir.
How much money we talking about?
Nuclear rods? We need to show offshore accounts of 100 million, at least, probably twice that.
Okay, I'll get on that. Chloe will work up a backstory to cover the time after you're released from prison. Now, you and Agent Ortiz need to figure out where you met, how long you've known each other. Jack, I thought you'd left.
Sorry to interrupt, but could I have the room with Mr. Hastings alone, please? You too, Renee.
I think I'll stay.
So what's going on, Jack?
Agent Walker hasn't been undercover for over 6 years. I think you're making a mistake by putting her in.
Why don't you tell him what's really in your mind, Jack?
I'll tell him exactly what I told you. I'm concerned about her and this operation.
So what does that mean?
She's not ready for this. You must have other options.
Mr. Hastings, no one else knows these Russians. No one else can get you as close. Unfortunately, I'm your only choice.
I appreciate your concern, Jack, but she's right. She's our only way in.
Fine, I want to go with her. I assume your plan is trying to set up a competing buy? I'll act as a buyer.
It won't be necessary. Agent Ortiz has already agreed.
He doesn't have the experience.
Then this is how he gets it.
Not with nuclear weapons on the line. Mr. Hastings, I'm officially requesting that you send me in with Agent Walker.
Jack, if you're willing to do this, I'd be foolish to object. We'll work up a cover for you and dovetail it with Agent Walker's alias.
We're gonna have to work fast. The Russians are gonna want to unload the nuclear fuel rods as quickly as possible. Sorry.
Are you sure this information is reliable?
Checks out.
All right, then.
How this here?
Bring him in. You look worried.
Every cop in the country is hunting this man. Will we let him come here?
So, how does looking like a scared girl help us? This man is our buyer.
If we found him, we can find another.
Joseph, my son, we are on the verge of the biggest deal of our lives. Farad is paying us more than anyone dreamed possible, and you want to send him away because he makes you nervous? Sit down, please. A drink first, then some food.
I want to see the rods.
I will be on the same ship that will transport you back to your country, as soon as we have completed our financial arrangements.
You'll be paid, Messiah, after I have the rods.
They are in a secure place.
Show me.
You've seen the photograph.
That's not good enough. I want proof that the rods exist, or you will not be paid.
You want proof, huh? Okay, come with me. Joseph. My younger son, he was transporting the rods. And he was careless. There, you have your proof.
How long will it take to get the rods to the ship?
5 hours.
I want to be there to supervise the loading.
Whatever you want, my friend. Now, where's my money?
I'll make the call.
Undercover as Renee Zidane for 16 months before the bus went down and she was incarcerated. We're focusing on the period of time just after her release when she was supposed to be in Mexico working with Jack. We're synchronizing 2 years of travel materials, mostly to and from Mexico City.
What all do we know about this Zia character that she's visiting?
Not much. He pled out to a Class 3 felony 1 month after the bust. He's now in Long Island City working in an auto parts store as a condition to his early release. That's where Jack and Renee are headed now.
Where exactly are they?
En route, just leaving Manhattan.
Good. Chloe, download the cover materials to them, walk them through it, make sure there's no surprises.
Jack, it's Chloe. You should be receiving a consolidated timeline plus detail files for travel and residency. Have they downloaded to your PDA yet?
Yes, we got it, Chloe.
Oh, and Dana would like for me to review the facts with you, if that's okay?
You're fine, Chloe. I know how to prep a cover.
I'm sure you do. It's just that...
Chloe, it's all right. As soon as we got something, we'll get back to you.
Okay, I guess I will leave you then. Good luck.
Thanks. You got a problem?
No, just that you've got everyone treating me like I'm an invalid.
No one's treating you like an invalid. It's standard procedure. They're trying to sync up 2 cover stories.
He's not going to quiz me on the facts, Chuck. He's going to take one look at me and decide if I'm lying.
I know, and whatever happens after that, we need to be ready.
It's hard being with you and you don't think that I'm up to this.
I never said you weren't up to this. I said I was concerned about you. It's different.
Whatever you call it. The fact is you don't trust me. Not really. So here we are. Me and my babysitter.
How are we on Ariel?
Already in place, and they're not even there yet.
Jack and Renee are 2 minutes from Target. They should arrive just before he closes up shop.
Walsh.
Someday you're going to have to tell me how you picked that name.
I can't talk now.
I like your apartment, Jenny. Real homey. I gotta compliment you on your housekeeping skills. Everything is in its place. And I've been admiring your photos. I hope you don't mind. I've noticed kind of a theme. You and your boyfriend, I'm guessing? Is that right?
Yes.
I hope it's not too serious.
We're getting married, Kevin.
Wow. Who would have guessed? When I saw you, you weren't exactly wearing an engagement ring. So tell me about him.
Kevin, don't.
Don't what? I'm curious. Can you blame me?
He's just a guy that I met.
A guy you met? What does that mean, a guy you met? I spent 7 years in prison with some guys. Is that the kind of guy you mean? You know what? I'm beginning to see that we need to talk about this in person.
Look, I told you that I am in the middle of a crisis here. I can't. I don't have time.
Yeah, well, you know what, Jenny? In my experience, when something's important, you make time for it. Don't you think? Jenny, are you there?
Don't call me that.
What?
I said...
You don't tell me what to call you and what not to call you. Do you understand that? I'll call you whatever I want. You don't tell me anything. Jenny! Now get back here.
I said that I will. As soon as I can.
Yeah, well, it better be soon.
That's him.
It looks like he's close enough. Okay, we'll use these for comm. So I can hear you in case you get into trouble. Hey! It's your last shot. You do not have to do this.
No, I don't want to.
They're close. What I say? Hey.
See ya. Nice outfit. Not a lot of men can pull off a skirt.
When did you get out? Thought you were serving 7 to 10.
Let me out early. Good behavior.
Good behavior. With Warden?
Well, eventually, yeah. But it's like anything else. You gotta work your way up.
So, why are you here?
I'm looking for Vladimir. Got a business proposition I know that he'd be interested in.
What kind of business proposition?
Got a buyer? Something big being sold?
Yeah? No. Vlad disappeared.
Maybe. But you can find him.
Really? Why do that?
What do you think?
I don't know.
I got you in. Unless, of course, you're making so much money here that that's of no interest to you. Let's see, your greedy little eyes are saying, show me the money, so what's the problem, see? Parole bracelet?
They know I am 24/7. I'm like dog. I leave yard, I get shocked.
Just help me out. Make some calls.
Make calls? You know what happened? I make call asking where's Vladimir? Tomorrow I have accident on way for work. Sensitive information done face to face, you know that. You're lucky. You get out. Me, I'm still in prison.
Let me see the bracelet.
No.
Come on.
No.
Let me see it, see it. See it.
What?
Have I ever messed you up, ever? Come on. I can get this off, guaranteed.
You screw with this, you know what happened? Cops come running in. In 2 hours, I'm back inside. Parole violation. What?
It's not gonna happen. I'm telling you, I know how to get this off.
How do you know?
Because I'm constantly having to deal with people like you, that's how. I can get it off if I can just hold it steady.
But they say you can't cut the bracelet.
I'm not gonna cut the bracelet.
What have you done? What the hell have you done?
Like you said, he was trapped here.
And you think he's gonna help you now? That's it. This is over. This is over!
Maybe for you, Jack, but I'm just getting started. Find something to cauterize that wound.
Epis.